Okay, my friends. Yes, we are set to go, and we have a special edition for all of you tonight. All right, so take a listen. You are watching Political Point Magazine. Where the right is right and the left, well, the left is always on the wrong side of history. Why? Because political minds want to know. On this special edition tonight, no top stories tonight. We are going to talk about something very, very important. Yes. Election 2004. Saving America by voting Republican. That's right, my friends. And so, that's what we have on tap for you tonight. Right? It is election year, and we need to save America. Yes, that's right. Huh? All right, my friends. On tonight, I am your host. Oh, sorry about that. We are here tonight. Yes. Oh, whoa, sorry about that. Oh, I am here. Here we are. All right, tonight, my friends. All right, tonight, my friends, thank you for tuning in tonight. Tonight, our special edition. Tonight, we will talk about the election of 2014. Okay. Election 2014. That's right. Okay. Saving America by voting Republican. All right. It is very, very crucial. All right. Tonight, we will talk about the issues that are up and how the country and the shape of the country is, and based on the election runnings and turnouts so far, it looks like the momentum is with the Republicans. So, my friends, okay, it is time to save America, because number one, we have the economy in dire straits. Okay, however, the economy did report that the unemployment rate dipped below 6% for the first time since 2008. But this, however, if you take a look at the overall picture here, all right, the unemployment rate is actually at 15% because because in that figure doesn't count the underemployed. All right, the people that have just stopped looking for work, because the labor participation rate in this country is at its lowest level. All right, so my friends, we have here situations here, all right, that have been coming up in the news here, but it is quite interesting now that we have even Democrats now on in Democrats on the take here because they they are they are fighting an uphill battle because now this election is primarily about the the shape of the country and the President Obama has said there's Democrats now that are distancing themselves from the president uh, because of what's been going on. His policies have failed and whatnot. But let's talk about what is at stake here. All right, what is at stake here? All right. Okay. Number one, our national security is at stake. You know, recently we have had polls show that people feel that we are less safe in America here, and are not people are not making it like they should. All right, but anyhow, um, Obama's popularity has dropped to its lowest level. We are living under the wing of the worst presidency in history. Okay, we have Obamacare that's a failure. Okay, and his foreign policy is backwards and it's crumbling down, and we have to deal with ISIS. Okay, there's security breaches at the White House. Okay, we are less safe now than when Obama took office. All right, okay, and we are dealing with ISIS. ISIS has now taken over Kurdish territory in Turkey and stuff. There is no borders now for this group. All right, they have taken over territory in Turkey, in Syria, and Iraq, and you know what's next? Iran, maybe. All right, and the president refuses to put boots on the ground because he feels that his national air campaign of drone attacks on ISIS is the better solution, right? Because he blindly thinks that this country should not go to war and attack our enemies who are attacking us and our allies. All right. But the rest of the country feels that we are at war with this group. Okay. John Kerry has said it. Okay. We are at war. Okay. General Dempsey has said it. We are at war with ISIS. Okay. The Defense Secretary has said it. We are at war with ISIS. Okay. And even the former Secretary of State, Hillary Clinton, has said that we are at war with ISIS. But that's not the crux of the matter here. Okay? ISIS is getting stronger and stronger every day, and we need to formulate a strategy where we have U.S. boots on the ground. Okay, U.S. boots on the ground. All right. Now, before I go any further, though, I want to talk about something that has been up in the news recently. All right, up in the news recently. All right, and it has gotten plenty of airplay. All right, is a former Defense Secretary and CIA chief, Leon Panetta, is now. Leon Panetta has entered the news once again, and this, my friends, is quite interesting. Okay, Leon Panetta, former the former um, former defense secretary and and CIA chief, all right, has entered the fray here, all right. Um, but Leon Panetta has a new book out, all right. Leon Panetta has a new book out, okay, of which um, um, he criticizes Obama, and and he has been on the news talking about it. He has been going on his tour, his book tour, and stuff. But Leon Panetta now has a new book, all right. And I'll show you this here, all right. Leon Panetta has a new book out. This is the former Secretary of Defense and former CIA chief under President Obama now. And oh my goodness. Okay, it is it's sure to be a good New York Times bestseller. All right. Okay. So okay, so let's get on to this book here. See, Leon Panetta, it's called Worthy Fights. Okay? And in the book, he talks about national security policy. He talks about economic policy. He talks about terrorism, and what President Obama did wrong, and stuff. And he criticizes the president over moves that the president made. You know, like the that he says are big mistakes, such as the red line in Syria and not following through on it, and whatnot. You know, it's quite interesting. All right, that this man comes out, you know, one by one now. Okay, one by one, the former administration officials that have left the administration, okay, one by one, they all come out criticizing the president. You know, everybody from the former CIA chief, David Petraeus, to Bob Gates, to Hillary Clinton, and now Leon Panetta. You know, and even, you know, Robert Gibbs, the former White House press secretary, has come out and criticized the president. You know, all of these former officials, even Rahm Emanuel, when he left, you know, he criticized the president. All right, so they're all falling in line here, and it's reflecting on the president's policies. All right, how the president it really is here. All right, so I really want to get this in here, okay? Because Leon Panetta has been saying things. He has broken his silence, you know, now, and it's quite interesting to hear what he has to say over this. Okay.
In Syria, what we'd like to do is to.
Oops, hold up a second. Okay, hold up. Let me get that clip back here. All right, but this is what
Syria. What we'd like to do is to have the opposition forces be those boots on the ground. But if that is not enough, if the military says we've got to do more, then I think the president ought to be open to that. Well,
yeah, that was him. That was him saying that the president should listen to his commanders on the ground. You know, which by the way, the president has not listened to the commanders on the ground. All right, and it's quite evident that now that we have Leon Panetta here, now the former Secretary of State and the former CIA chief, all right, now all coming out, and now coming out, and you know, it's like the beans have been spilt. All right, the beans have been spilt. All right, and you know, it's quite evident now that President Obama is failing, and we need to save the country. Okay, and we see now Democrats now are they're distancing themselves from Obama. Okay, it's quite evident. Okay, but I want to show another clip here of Leon Panetta now, and I want to take this time to also show the interview. Leon Panetta went on the No Spin Zone. Yeah, that's right. Okay, but Leon Panetta on Bill O'Reilly, and I'm gonna show you the clip here. But first, a little history into Leon Panetta. Okay. First, a little history here into Leon Panetta. All right, Leon Panetta, okay, was Bill Clinton's former chief of staff. All right, okay, and he from 1994 to 1997. All right, then he left for a while, and then in 2009 he became in 2009 he became in 2009 he became Obama's Secretary of Defense, and then I think he was the CIA chief in 2009, and then in 2011 he became Secretary of Defense. All right. So this man knows a lot about the public system here. All right, and
Position he held.
okay, but this man knows a lot about the system here, and but now Leon Panetta is coming out, and you know, I want to show you another clip. Okay, I want to show you another clip here of what Leon Panetta had to say on that very same news network. Okay, take a look at this. Okay, take a look at this. Okay, here it is.
And I think he really did want to try to do what was right, but his feeling was if Maliki doesn't want it, you know, why should we keep pushing on this?
About boots on the ground. Okay, about leaving. In the book, he criticized Obama for not leaving a residual force in Iraq. Okay, and he talked about that and stuff, and then, but now I want to show some of this interview of Leon Panetta and his little spat with Bill O'Reilly. All right, take a look. All right, okay, here it comes.
Driving your rear view fender into the wall when you're parking your car. This is a colossal blunder that has led to the deaths of tens of thousands of people, because ISIS has now expanded throughout Syria and Iraq and is slaughtering, even today, slaughtering people. Now, the why of it. So you and a bunch of other people, Hillary Clinton, Secretary of State, went in and said, you know what, you got to keep some troops there. Did you pound the table like I would have, or were you diplomatic like you usually are?
Well, I think we made a very strong case that we had to maintain at least 10,000 troops.
And you looked him in the eye and
Absolutely.
you said, I, Leon Panetta, Secretary of Defense, and I'm assuming Mrs. Clinton did the same thing, I, Hillary Clinton, Secretary of State, and I'm assuming the CIA did the same thing.
Exactly.
All three of you looked Barack Obama in the eye, like I'm looking you in the eye right now, and said, you have to keep forces there. And he said, well, I don't.
Well, Bill, just to keep the record straight here, I think the president did support providing that $10,000 troop presence in Iraq, and supported CIA operations, supported the diplomatic operations that we wanted to continue. The real issue was, how hard did he fight?
He didn't fight hard at all
to make it happen. That's the issue.
He didn't do
that I
anything.
raised.
Maliki said, because Maliki is being threatened by the Iranians, as you know. The Iranians didn't want the force in there, did they?
No,
No.
The Iranians were trying to influence Maliki.
Right. So
to
Maliki
hold on to
folded
him.
to the Iranians, and Obama didn't say, we're keeping those guys in. Because Maliki couldn't have gotten them out. And so, all right, we know what happened. You know what bothers me here, and you're part of the problem here, is that the United States is caught by surprise by everything. All right? ISIS, we didn't know. Clapper didn't tell me. You saw that, right? On 60 Minutes? Did you see it? That's embarrassing.
I saw the
Isn't that embarrassing?
Well, I think that when things like that happen, it's more than just an intelligence failure. It's a policy failure as well.
Well, he didn't admit that, did he, the president?
Well, I think, the fact is, when you look at all of the issues
Did
here,
he admit
the
that
lack
on
of
60
presence,
Minutes
the
that it
lack
was
of
his
that.
fault? Did he say it was
Well,
his fault?
I think he quoted Jim Clapper as saying that intelligence failed. I understand, pointing to Clapper's comment here, but I think when you look at the situation, it's more than just an intelligence failure. It's a policy failure.
Okay. Have you ever heard Barack Obama, in your conversations with him as CIA Chief and Defense Secretary, say, I was wrong, I made a mistake?
I've heard him admit to mistakes. The real question is whether or not you learn from those lessons and then do the right thing.
And obviously in your book, you don't think he's learned from the lessons.
Well, he certainly has learned the importance of now taking on ISIS and going to war against ISIS.
Oh, bull.
Well, look.
Come on, he tells the enemy we're not even going to put soldiers on the ground to get you.
Well, wait a minute. Let me answer your question. He now has made very clear that we ought to maintain 10,000 troops in Afghanistan. Obviously, he worked at that. He worked with
had to do
the new
that.
leadership. Yeah, but
Had to.
That's something we should have done in Iraq.
All right, but let me stop you here. I mean, I read your book. All right.
Good.
All
I'm
right.
glad you did.
Yeah. And I'm sorry, but according to you, he hasn't learned from his mistakes, and he doesn't admit his mistakes.
Well, I want him to learn from his mistakes.
I know you
because,
want him to,
well,
but he doesn't.
You should want the president.
Sure, I do.
You want the president to succeed. I want the president to succeed.
I want all Americans to be protected, and we're not being protected. ISIS caught him by surprise, correct? Correct?
Yeah,
okay.
That's what he admitted.
Putin getting Crimea caught you by surprise, correct? Correct? Pretty big. It's pretty big.
No, we know what Putin did in the Crimea.
But you didn't know he was going to do it. All right? Okay.
I don't know if he knew that,
right.
whether or not Putin was going to do that.
75,000 children from Guatemala, Honduras come to the border. Administration caught by surprise. You see the big picture here? I'm sure you do. You're smarter than I am. You're much smarter than I am. The big picture is the Obama administration doesn't know what the deuce is going on.
I think the big picture is that this is a president who I think wants to do the right thing for the country. The real question is whether or not he's willing to fight to get that done.
So did John Tyler. All right? Okay?
Yeah.
There's a performance level, is there not? This is, would you say, to be fair, and I know I'm being tough on you, but that's what I get paid to do,
Yeah.
all right? Would you say that President Obama's foreign policy has been effective? Yes or no?
Yeah, but Bill, you've got to put this in context, and let me do that, okay, just to be fair. In the 4 years that I was there, President Obama supported the operations I was involved in CIA. He supported the bin Laden operation. He supported the operations we did at the Defense Department. I think he provided pretty strong leadership with regards to the war on terrorism. I think the last 2 years have been a lot of mixed messages in terms of what the United States' role is going to be.
Okay.
And now I think he's back with the position on ISIS. I think he's beginning to see that we have to take a strong stand against terrorism.
Beginning to?
Well,
I mean,
he's back to
how many people
seeing
have
how
to
important
die?
that threat is.
How many people have to die and be beheaded? Beginning to? Look, here's my beef in the big picture. Drones, very good. I got no problem with that. You guys did an excellent job.
Yeah.
You found him. You killed him. You should have done. Bin Laden, don't give me that this was some brave thing. The CIA, and under your direction, found him. All right? Where's the doctor, the Pakistani doctor that helped you do that? Where is he? Where is he?
He's in Pakistan.
Yeah.
Waiting
Where?
to get out.
Where?
In prison.
In prison. Why hasn't our president gotten him out?
Well,
Why?
We have made a lot of requests to the Pakistanis to do the right
Yeah.
thing.
Are we still sending them money? Yeah.
Of course we're sending
Yeah,
them money.
why?
And we're
That
continuing
doctor's
to
in
do that.
jail. They shouldn't be sending him a cent until he gets out. You see what I'm talking about? There's a way to do stuff.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, our enemies throughout the world, and this includes China and Russia, do not fear the United States now, do they?
It's very important when the president says something that we do it. And I think that's one of the problems with taking the position on chemical warfare in Syria
Mr.
was that we
Secretary,
drew a line and we didn't
Give
stand
me a
by it.
straight answer. Do our enemies throughout the world fear us?
I think they're getting a mixed message as to whether or not the United States will stand by its word.
So I'm taking that as a no, because that emboldens, as you know, the bad guys. If they don't fear you, then they go and they do bad things, because Putin knows nobody's going to stop him, correct?
When you deal with Putin, you've got to deal with him from strength, not weakness.
How have we been dealing with Putin from strength?
When you deal with Putin, you've got to
Have
make
we
it
been
clear
dealing with
that-
Putin from strength?
I would have taken some very tough positions with regards to Putin, not just sanctions, but I would have also provided military aid to the Ukrainians. I would have resurrected the whole issue on missile defense. I would make sure that NATO was strengthened in terms of the surrounding countries, and I would provide an additional energy resource to other countries to make clear to Russia that they alone cannot blackmail these countries through energy.
That was not done. Why was it not done?
Well, I think that's the kind of tough position that needs to be taken if we're going to confront Putin.
So just to be fair, just recapping, because we...
Okay, well, now that's enough of that interview. But because now, my friends, we have to get into more of our special edition tonight of the election 2004. All right, saving America by voting Republican. All right, and so that brings me to the our main topics here. All right. So now, election 2014 comes up, and it is time for us to save America. All right. Now, you saw that interview, and you saw how crucial it really is. Bill O'Reilly really shot out the tough questions, and from Panetta's responses, Panetta looked like he was like cowering down, and it's like he was reluctant to answer the questions, like the one on Putin, he's like, well, when you deal with Putin, you got to deal with it from strength, and that is just ridiculous. All right, we are in the middle of a election year now, and it is time to get tough. Okay, it is time to save America, my friends. Okay, time to really get tough and save America. All right, because this, my friends, is quite alarming. All right, we need to show you what's at stake here. All right, because in crucial elections like in Colorado and Georgia and Florida and even Nevada, the Republican and in Kentucky, the Republicans are in the lead, way ahead of the Democrats. All right, and now this election is becoming a referendum on Barack Obama's policies. Yeah, that's right, my friends. But now Barack Obama may not be on the ballot, but take a listen and take a look at what Barack Obama has said. Okay, okay. Take a listen. Take a look at this.
I'm not on the ballot this fall. But make no mistake, these policies are on the ballot.
Really? Okay. So that's what Barack Obama said. Okay. And you know what? This, Mr. President, this is a referendum on your policies. Okay? Because here we have Obamacare that has failed. That has failed. Okay? The economy is failing. Okay? People are having tough times voting or getting by. You know, people are just getting by. All right. And I want to show you some of these polls now. All right, that widely that are widely in effect here. Okay, like for example in Colorado. Okay, the Republican is in the lead. All right, the Republican is definitely in the lead. Okay, so now we need to save the country now with better economic policies. All right, now and better policies in general. All right, okay. We need to get tough. We need to get strong. Okay, we need to close up our borders. Okay, but I want to show you some of the polls now. Like for example, okay, I want to show you some of the polls now coming into this here. All right, and it's quite crucial to what's been going on here. All right, but what's at stake? Okay, election 2014. What's at stake here? All right. Okay, our national security. Okay, which is in jeopardy. Okay, the economy. Okay, which is sluggishly growing, but not growing fast enough. All right, and also we need to tighten up our borders, and we have we need to get tough on terrorism, and we need to fight. We need to fight back ISIS, and we need to strengthen our borders. Okay, we need to build the border fence. That border fence needed to be built a long time ago because ISIS now is recruiting from the border, you know, and people are coming in from the border, and it's just not the job is not getting done. So this is a referendum on Barack Obama's policies, Barack Obama's failed policies. Okay, now even Jimmy Carter has come out and criticized the president. All right, and you know, when you have a presidency now that Obama's making making Jimmy Carter look good. All right, you know, even Jimmy Carter said that we needed to go fight ISIS. You know, peace through strength. You know, we need a strong military. You know, but he supported that. He supported our boots on the ground against ISIS. Okay, so this, my friends, and I want to show you some of the polls here. Okay, but for example, in Colorado here, all right, in Colorado here, take a look. The Real Clear Average Politics, Real Clear Politics Average has Cory Gardner, the Republican, ahead of Mark Udall, a well-known Democrat, the incumbent Democrat in there. All right, and you know, and in that race, a lot of people are criticizing their ties to the outside groups like Steiner Steiner is connected to Udall, and Gardner is said to be connected to the Kochs and Crossroads, but that to me doesn't make a difference, okay, because the Republicans in every race that I've seen, the Republicans are now in the lead. All right, okay, even the governor's race, okay, in Colorado, okay, the governor's race, the Republican is ahead of the Democrat. Okay, now there's lots of marching efforts on both sides. You know, people going door to door for the for this election and stuff. But you know, but I think, you know, in order to stop all the gridlock, okay, because Harry Reid, you know, the Senate is at stake here. Okay, the Senate is at stake here. Okay, Harry Reid is the king of all gridlock here. All right, now, but let me show you some of the ads that have popped up. Okay, now this is the governor's race in Colorado. All right, but let me show you some of the ads that have come up here. Okay, here it comes. Okay, neat. Oh, whoops, hold up a second. Okay, I have some of those clips here. All right, coming into play here. All right, but take a look at this.
Sure.
Tom Cotton voted against preparing America for pandemics like Ebola.
Congressman Cotton voted to cut billions from our nation's medical disaster and emergency programs.
Not true.
Yep, but that was some of the attack ads on Congressman Cotton, who is running for the governor of Colorado, and now he and all of that was not true about Congressman Cotton. All right, so on that note, okay, now the governor of Colorado has become under heavy fire, okay, from his connections to Obama, you know, running, okay, Mark Pryor, who is, but and then there's in Alaska, there's the Senate race in Alaska between Mark Pryor and the Republican, but Mark Pryor, Arkansas. I mean, I'm sorry, not Alaska, Arkansas, but Arkansas is quite another race here.
Do you think that the Obama administration has done an appropriate job handling the Ebola crisis?
I would say that it's hard to know because I haven't heard the latest briefing on that.
And have we been aggressive enough in helping to do it?
Again, I'd have to see the latest numbers.
Really, Mr. Pryor? Did you hear that? He was asked, do you think the Obama administration has done enough to combat the Ebola crisis? And he was like, I don't know. Wait a minute here. Now, this, you know, his answer shows that he just doesn't know. He doesn't get it. You know, therefore he should not be reelected. Okay. Therefore, the Republican should win. Yeah, that's right. Okay. So the Republicans are in a better position here. Okay. However, you know, Mark Pryor, let me show you this. Mark Pryor wasted no time to get a selfie with
a referendum.
a selfie with former President Bill Clinton, who was campaigning for prior in Arkansas. All right. Now, wow. Oops. Wow. Yep. Look at that. Oh my gosh. What is this to the Democrats here? All right. You know, leave it to the Democrats, because Democrats feel, okay, you notice though that the Democrats feel that they've been distancing themselves from Obama now, because every Democrat that runs on Obama's policies has gotten ousted, has gotten defeated. Okay, but they've been noticing now that who they choose to campaign for them, it matters. Okay, so like they've been choosing Bill Clinton, okay, to campaign and raise money for them, as opposed to Obama. That's right. Okay, as opposed to Obama. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Now, oh my goodness. Yep. Okay. All right. But yep. Yep. They've been choosing and now, but as far as Arkansas is concerned, okay, the Republican is in the lead. Okay, let me show you this. His Republican challenger is actually in the lead. All right, let me show you this. Okay, in the latest poll here, it shows. Okay, whoops, hold up a second. Oops. Okay, yep. Well,
Arkansas.
let me show you this in the latest poll. All right, but his Republican challenger is in the lead. Okay, all right. Okay.
Terms in Arkansas.
Okay, yeah, but his Republican challenger is in the lead. Okay, you see that? This is the Real Clear Politics average. Okay, and Cotton, but yeah, his Republican challenger is Cotton. Okay, his Republican challenger is Cotton there, and Cotton, it's within the margin of error, but there you see that Cotton has 45%, and Udall has 41%. All right, yeah, 41.3%. Yeah, so the momentum now is with the Republicans. All right, and so as you can see here, hey, the momentum is with the Republicans. That's right. All right. So, and it's up to the Republicans now to save the country. All right. It's not working under the Democrats. All right. Think about this. All right. It's not working under the Democrats. All right. So we have here a situation where the Democrats have just screwed everything up. Okay. Okay. Our national security is in jeopardy. Okay. And now we have to deal with ISIS. We have to deal with Ebola. And our crisis on the border. Everything's out of control. All right. And it's like the Obama administration just feels like they want to point the finger they point the finger at former President Bush. They point the finger at the Republicans. They point the finger at the intelligence community. Yeah, that's just ridiculous. All right. Okay. So come November, all right, my friends, all right, come November, this is how we need to save America. All right. We need to save America by voting Republican. That's right. Right? Okay? So this is what's at stake, my friends. Okay? Now, we have everything's out of control, you know, the economy, plus the deficit is still out of control, you know, approaching 18 trillion, you know. We haven't had a vote on a budget lately, you know, because of all this mess, you know, and we haven't controlled our spending, you know. We haven't cut spending. Sequestration didn't work, my friends. All right. And, you know, everything's just out of control. Okay. Now, plus we now find out that there's more broken promises on Obamacare. All right. Okay. One of the things that Obama promised with Obamacare was that he would not. There would be no taxpayer dollars funding in Obamacare funding for abortions, but it appears now that in certain states now where Obamacare is actually funding abortions and contraceptions and stuff like that. But you know, now. You know, it's all falling apart, my friends. It's all falling apart. Okay. And, you know, we need to save the country. That's right, my friends. We need to save the country. Right? The only solution, the only way that this country is going to succeed is if you vote Republican. All right? That's the only thing. All right. And now, my friends, okay. Okay. Now, my friends, I need to take it to another. I need to take you to the last words of the night. All right. Okay. Now, the last words of the night come in a report. Okay. That was in the New York Post and the Daily News. All right. But this report, okay, take a listen to this. All right. Now, a woman who allegedly was raped by Sanford Rubenstein, who awoke the next morning. Okay. Now, let me tell you the crux of this story here. All right. Now, Al Sharpton had a birthday party, and one of his guests was his pal Sanford Rubenstein, who is attorney in New York. All right. Now, but he was there, and he said that he had consensual sex with a woman, but now the woman is allegedly saying that she got raped by Rubenstein. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Okay. Now, but their story is a little twisted here. Okay. Now, the lawyer for the woman here, woman who accused Sanford Rubenstein of rape, said that they have devastating information against the high-powered lawyer, and blamed him for trying to demonize the alleged victim. All right. Now and he says there's a lot of new information that will be devastating for Mr. Rubenstein. He said, Keith Wright, who added, they are confident he will be indicted. We want to give the district attorney a chance to take this information and do the right thing. All right, now, what the article reads though. All right, now, okay, so the article reads that Rubenstein. Okay, now if you take this into consideration here, okay, now take a listen to the situation here. All right, but Rubenstein, all right, a mere two out of 5. Okay, but Rubenstein, all right, Sanford. Okay, this is what happened here. All right, and we will get into here. He claims the woman, but apparently the woman, Rubenstein accused Rubenstein of rape. Apparently had sex with him the next morning. All right, too. But that, my friends, is our show for tonight. And we thank you for watching Political Point. Okay, follow me on Twitter at WilliamMetro2, and thank you for watching Political Point. And also watch us on YouTube. All right, and again, let's save the country by voting Republican. All right, we thank you for watching Political Point, where the right is right and the left is always on the wrong side of history.